Hey friends, how are you? Steve and Emily Flowers here again with you, going a little Facebook Live. As I promised you a couple weeks ago, and I apologize, it's been a couple of weeks since our last video, but I had a busy week with Cardinals opening day. Is always one of those tough weeks. You do a couple of ball games, and then our kids were on spring break last week, so makes it a little bit difficult with them rolling around. We were hoping that maybe JJ would man the lines and answer any questions that came in, but as I promised, I wanted to do it from a different room, the Facebook Live this time, and I wanted to do from our theater room down in the basement. Has a lot of the autograph stuff, so if you're on mine, I'll get to show it off a little bit. Maybe move my thumb, but as you can see, there's the wall of stuff out there, and some jerseys on the walls and everything. So
all right, I'll participate.
Oh, Emily,
it's the man cave.
It is the man cave.
I am like struggling with this. There's the back wall and all the artwork on this wall. It's if you are that inclined, please come and see it in person. Because it is very impressive. I will say that. And, I mean, we've shot 3 videos now, all from the downstairs man cave.
Right.
So,
but soon we get to go out to the screened-in porch, which will be probably our favorite room in the entire house.
One of my spaces.
So, yeah, it is. It is. And it's one of my favorites. Absolutely.
Yeah, finally.
But, so we had a busy week. Peyton got her driver's license.
She did. She had a birthday, and then
16.
A few days later, we got our driver's license, and she just drove off. We all went to Qdoba, and I got sick a little bit, I think, when she drove that car away.
So the question is, I ran into a friend yesterday, and they're going to be new parents, and I asked them, because they were a little bit nervous. I said, I'm not sure what I was more nervous at, becoming a new father or when my daughter turned 16 and got her driver's license. I think it's when they turn 16. I think when they're little, I can control that. I know they're going to be right there. But I'm not sure how I like this driving thing so far.
Yeah, I think the control definitely has something to do with it. But you didn't know anything. You're looking at it hindsight.
Oh, yeah.
It's really hard to remember when the kids were so little and all of that. And I know we were nervous. I know we were. And I remember... and you were great because he was very relaxed and I was not, so we kind of balanced each other out very well, and we've continued to do that through our marriage and through raising kids, and even now with them driving, and I think JJ's and Peyton have gotten a little closer now that she's turned 16 because they can pick each other up and drop each other. She can drop him off and do all of those things that need to be done, and they have something, a little freedom together.
They do have a little freedom, and it's a little scary. So, anyway, a couple things that going on just in our life with the birthday, and the weather's changed. The allergies are kicking JJ's butt. So
yes.
he's been
JJ's a mess.
He's been a little under the weather, but.
The rest of us are fine.
Yeah, I wanted to really get to the message of today's little live video, and I apologize for the light back here. I keep trying to move my big fat head to get in to block it.
I'm blocking it. That's why we're so far apart today.
Absolutely. One of the things that I really take pride in, that is one of my specialties that I love doing, is I am what we call a connector. I love it when somebody calls me or texts me or Facebook message and says something along, hey, I'm looking for this. I'm looking for a concrete guy. I'm looking for an insurance agent. I'm looking for, Kansas City Royal tickets, or how do I do this, or where should I go to eat? And
especially where should I go to eat?
Yeah, where should I go to eat? One of my favorite things to do.
I'm in this city. Where should I eat?
Love that. Mm-hmm. But one of my favorite things to do is to be a connector and help my friends out as much as I can, whether it's in our mortgage industry or if it's in, just things that we know or do or have experiences with. I've been truly a blessed life where I've been able to do a lot of cool, neat things and see a lot of things and make connections, whether through baseball or college or fraternity stuff or whatever it might be.
High
school, a big one. So it's important to me to be able to talk to my friends and let them know things, answers to questions they might have, and not just limited to the mortgage side of things.
That's right. Well, and there's a lot of things that go along with that mortgage side. There's citing things for the house, or we just ran into somebody at the gym today that was like, hey, did you know I owned a roofing company and we do all the siding stuff, and if you know anybody with hail damage, and we were like, oh, that's good, another person for our pocket. I do a ton of volunteering and am involved in a lot of different things within the community, and I run into a lot of different types of people as well, so I kind of chime in on the whole connector thing. But I'm from here. I am the townie from here. My family's farm has stood since 1852 in Edwardsville, but he knows more people than I do. I'm like, how is that possible? But it's true.
Well, the one thing that Emily gets asked a lot on is, as a connector, is how do these guys or people connect with friends of hers for dates a lot.
Yes, so I do get asked that. Jeez.
I don't get asked nearly as much as she does on things. I get asked for tickets or whatever it might be. But
don't worry, girls. I am looking out for all my single girlfriends. I would not hook you up with somebody that isn't right for you. So if I haven't said anything to you, it's probably for a reason.
Absolutely, but she gets asked that a ton. And speaking of, it's a good segue. Single friends.
Yes.
Little congrats goes out to.
Yes, Richie Beagle and Darrell Connor competed this past weekend in a fitness competition, a board short show. And they did really, really well in their respective categories and the over 40 category as well. And I'm so proud of them. I know Richie's been hitting it hard. I haven't gotten to talk to Darrell much, but and then we have another friend, so it must be Keene season is approaching, right? So I know I've been hitting the gym
Speedo
super
season
hard.
For the dudes.
Super hard, but I have another friend who's actually a realtor, Sheena Valderas, with Remax Alliance, who's competing in her first bikini competition this weekend in St. Louis. So good luck to her.
Absolutely. But a couple of cool things. The podcasts are still going great.
Yep.
So obviously the St. Louis Cardinal one, we're in the full swing of that. Blessed to have another one of my real good friends, Jim Cromer, who's just like me. He's a connector, a guy that I turn to a lot on certain things, whether it's tickets and for those things that I have a shortfall in. He usually is able to pick it up. So Winter Classic tickets, opening day stuff. So great to be connected to another connector. And then one of my newest friends now is Benji Molina, who we host a podcast with as well for the Cardinals one. And he was in town, and we got to spend some time with him. And kind of
not
we.
I did. Not, no.
And Peyton did. So
yeah,
one of
JJ a little bit.
One of the gems of the St. Louis market, if you haven't done it yet, is the I believe it's the STL, St. Louis Football Club, FC, out in Soccer Park. I'd never been out to an event out there and got to go, and it was electric. So if you get a chance to get out to one of those pro games out there, get out there and check it out. It's a great facility, a lot of people, a lot of activity. Energy was out there. It's not quite Arsenal or Barcelona or Real Madrid, but for professional soccer in St. Louis, we'll take it. So pretty awesome. Too bad we didn't get the stadium passed vote in St. Louis. We would have loved to have a the big pro team, the MLS team here.
Right.
But
well, maybe I'll get a chance to go sometime.
Well, May 6th. I think we're going on May 6th.
Okay.
Anyway, it was we got that. So the Cardinal podcast is going great. If you haven't tuned into that, it's Two Birds on a Bat. You can find it on Stitcher, iTunes, Google Play, all that other stuff. And then we still have the Cowboys one going, cowboyspodcast.com, which is we'll get a little bit heavier into that now that we're coming up on the NFL draft. So spend a lot of time.
So we always talk about favorites, and especially on Facebook. And I just realized that one of my somebody's home. The
Kids are
dog
home.
is barking. One of my favorites is all the Easter pictures. We forgot to take an Easter picture. I didn't even think about it. We had all of our family we were visiting and around this weekend, and we forgot to take a picture. So I can't believe I epic fail on my part. But I've loved seeing all of yours. So I thank you for posting them so that I could enjoy them at least.
Absolutely.
Anything favorite of yours besides the whole Benji Yachty week you had with
No,
Jim Cromer
it was
and
great.
your kids?
No, we had a great time on spring break. We're at the home stretch before summer hits, so we'll got another 5 weeks until we're out of this routine and into a new one with the summer vacation. But back to the business at hand. If we're friends with you on Facebook, we've probably invited you to like our business page.
Yep.
So if you haven't had a chance yet, please get on to Steve and Emily Flowers, Supreme Lending, and like our business page, there's a lot of great content that we're able to put out marketing-wise for those people that just might have, questions on mortgage finance
Right.
or
You can
homes or anything like that.
You can search for us at that Steve and Emily Flowers Supreme Lending, and you'll find us there on YouTube and everything else. They're all kind of named the same thing, so you'll be able to find us with the search on that. But the other one was our address, Facebook.com, Steve and Emily Flowers.
Perfect. Well, we apologize that it's been a couple weeks since our last video. Like I said, we were a little busy, but
we were getting texts, like angry texts. Hey, you need to cut another video. And I have a tip coming out this week. I promise. I will film the tip this week. So you had to let us off for spring break at least, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. But, and if you ever want to come over and talk sports memorabilia with me and autographs, one of my favorite subjects. So as you can see, I've been probably collecting for a really long time and been blessed to meet a lot of athletes. And most of the stuff I have signed was done in person and always has a little story behind it. So make sure you make it out to see us, or if you have a question on anything, I'd love to connect you with all the stuff that I know and hopefully find the right answer for you.
Well, and tomorrow's Pantera's lunch. That's one of your little connector times, and that's usually when I do my my little tip is when he's at his Pantera's lunch. So feel free to join him out there.
11:30 on Wednesday. Pantera's in Edwardsville.
I am not there.
It's a fat man's 4 favorite words. All you can eat. So I see Steve Lacefield just joined, so I'm sure he'll be there with me tomorrow.
I'm sure he will. That's not in my wheelhouse of eating, so especially with Keene season approaching. So,
nice.
So he'll be at his Pantera's buffet. Go join him, or join me on Facebook Live, and I'll have my tip. So
perfect. Thanks, friends. Until the next one. If you have any questions, make sure you just give us a message on Facebook, and we'll help you out any way we can.
All right. Yep. Thanks.
Peace.
Bye.